Oh, I'm from Kajukeji, South Sudan, and my name is Rachel Moga.
Welcome, Rachel.
I'm Margaret Naronga. I live here in Sierra Tacoma. Originally from southern part of Sudan, from Kajukeji.
And I'm Jane Ali, originally from Kajukeji. I live in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay, welcome my sisters. We have an upcoming conference, and it's a benefit conference to aid the Hope and Comfort Center that's going to be built in South Sudan. So let's talk about that.
The Hope and Comfort Center is going to be built in South Sudan, in Kajukeji County. It's something that our hearts has been really longing for to do, and we felt that it's God's calling. And when something God has a hand in it, it's always going to happen. And we believe and we feel that it's going to happen. As long as we have the interest, we have the determination, we feel that it's going to happen and God is going to lead us through.
Amen. And Margaret, can you share a little bit about the conference?
This conference, my sister, you, Pastor Tani, when we have been inviting you from the very beginning, when God has given us this vision to do something for our sisters back home in South Sudan. And when you heard about it, it had been in your heart. And I know that you have been praying, sometimes by yourself or with us together, and you've been with us for a very long time, we who live in the Seattle area. And so we had talked sometimes back, and you say maybe we could do something like a benefit concert. And so we pick up the day, and we are excited to see that it will come to pass this Saturday, tomorrow. And we are believing God for a big turnout and for God's hand to be there. And I know that you have been praying for it, and the Sudanese have been praying for this day, and we're just believing that God will take us through, and that something wonderful will come up, and that this dream place for those sisters who need it back home will be able to come to pass, and that they will find a place where they find hope and they find the comfort that they need because of what the women, the children, and I do see that everybody in South Sudan who are right now there, they are going through some issues mentally because of the situation that they've gone through, emotionally, physically. It's very, very hard. You see everybody, there's no hope in their face. And so we feel like if this place come to pass, it's gonna be something that people will find hope in, people will find comfort in, and that's our dream. That's our dream. We have talked together, even if she lives in New Jersey, she lives in Maryland, and some of the South Sudanese ladies, and we felt that is what will be needed, and we just believe in God for it.
Amen.
And thank you.
Amen. This is awesome. And Jane, you've traveled a long way. Actually, both of you traveled a long way for this conference. Jane, share your heart.
Thank you, Pastor Tani, and for this opportunity. This, I think, is a golden opportunity to come out here because the sisters, Pastor Tani particularly, stood with us. You stood firm with us from the day we started this whole initiative. The reason for the initiative is basically because we feel that through the years that we've been out in diaspora after the wars in South Sudan, we feel fortunate to be out here. And when we go back home, what we see, as my sister Margaret had said, is a lot of need in the faces of the people that are left behind. The women and children are really suffering, and there is really very little resources that they go with. There's hardly any. So we came together and we thought about the idea, and we shared the idea with Pastor Tani and other sisters. And Pastor Tani, you stood up with us, and I really give you another gratitude, because without a person like you to help another sister, it's very difficult. They say that in this world you need wings. One wing cannot make you fly.
You need at least two.
You need at least 2 wings to fly. So you became our second wing to fly. So with this conference, with this initiative, we're hoping that everyone who listens to this story would open up their hands and give in generously, because the idea is a noble one. The idea is to help another sister in need, to uplift, to empower. That's what we have to do as humans for another human being. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. I thank God for my Nubian Queen sisters. I'm just believing God for supernatural. This is the beginning for the Hope and Comfort Center. This is just the beginning. And this is a place where the people are going to be able to come and get clean water. They're going to be able to come and get food, clothing, hygiene products. This is what Jesus will be doing. Amen?
We believe that help is on the way. There's a saying that Mother Teresa said, life without serving others is not worth it. Serving others makes the world a different place to live in. So when we join hands together, when we believe in healing and not war, that will change a lot of people's life in South Sudan. So my prayer is that whatever it is, we need to think about forgiveness, we need to think about healing, we need to think about loving each other as human beings. Let's think about humanity, not war, not fighting, not hatred, not greed. It's important that we need to live together as children of God.
Amen.